Once, in a quiet American town, there lived a boy named Ethan. People often called him lazy, but deep inside, Ethan carried silent dreams. He was not weak, not foolish, and not lacking intelligence. His real struggle was with himself. Every day he told himself, "I'll do it tomorrow." His books collected dust, his room stayed messy, and his dreams felt farther away with each passing day. Ethan wanted to succeed, but instead of moving forward, he kept pushing his future aside. His grades at school began to drop, and with them, his confidence slowly faded. At night, he sometimes stared at the stars and whispered, "Why do I feel stuck? Why can't I change?" But the sky gave him no answers. One evening, his mother looked at him with tired eyes and said softly, "My son, life does not wait for anyone. Every wasted day is like a stone you place on your own shoulders. If you don't change now, those stones will eventually crush you." Ethan smiled and ignored her words. What difference can one day really make, he thought. But life had other plans. In the same town lived an elderly man named Mr. Harrison, a quiet and respected mentor. People said he had guided many young minds and helped them build meaningful lives. One day, Ethan's father took him to meet the old teacher. Mr. Harrison studied Ethan for a moment and said calmly, "So, you're the boy who always waits for tomorrow." Ethan felt embarrassed. The old man handed him a clay jar and a small basket of stones. "Every morning," Mr. Harrison said, "place one stone into this jar, but only after you complete the most important task of your day. If you skip the task, the jar stays empty. Come back to me after 30 days. The task seemed simple, but on the first morning, Ethan felt the heavy pull of his old habits. His mind begged him to sleep. Still, he forced himself to study for 1 hour. When he dropped the first stone into the jar, the sound was small, but the feeling was powerful. For the first time in a long while, he felt proud. The next day, he added another stone. Day after day, the stones slowly collected. Some mornings he failed, and the jar remained empty, but he didn't quit. Each new day gave him another chance. As the jar filled, something else changed too: Ethan's confidence. After 30 days, he returned to Mr. Harrison. Inside the jar were 20 stones. Ethan lowered his head. "Sir, I couldn't fill it completely." Mr. Harrison smiled and said, "Don't focus on what you didn't do. Look at what you did. Before this, you had 0 discipline and 0 habits. Now you have 20 victories. That is the power of small habits. One stone may seem meaningless, but together they build a mountain." Those words burned into Ethan's heart. From that day forward, he respected small habits. He woke up at the same time every morning. He studied daily. He spent a few quiet minutes in silence. Slowly, his memory improved. His grades rose. His confidence returned. 1 year later, Ethan was a different person. With discipline and focus, he started a small online business from his town, selling handmade products through social media. At first, it was slow, but day by day, his efforts grew, just like the stones in the jar. People noticed his honesty. They trusted his hard work. The boy once called lazy was no longer lazy. Ethan learned a powerful truth. Small daily habits are stronger than talent, stronger than luck, and even stronger than intelligence. My friend, this story is not just about Ethan. It's about all of us. Maybe you delay your dreams. Maybe you are still waiting for tomorrow. But remember, tomorrow never comes. Your life changes the moment you decide to change today. Your new future can begin with one small habit. Choose that habit today.